Hi, Nigel Merrick here from Zenilog, the photography business and marketing blog, and one of the most commonly asked questions I get either by email, via Twitter, or in the LinkedIn photography business and marketing group is how to start a photography business. So I thought it would be useful to post a quick start guide for anyone wanting to get started as a pro photographer. Making the decision to become a professional photographer is the easy part. So easy, in fact, that no barriers whatsoever prevent anyone with a camera and at least one eye from considering professional photography as a business opportunity. Indeed, the ease of entry is so simple that many people find themselves asking the question how to start a photography business after they've already started and found the reality wasn't as straightforward as they expected it to be. So, if you're new to the photography business or are thinking about becoming a professional photographer, here are a few thoughts on the subject that might save you some heartache later on when you discover the many challenges involved. First, this is not a guide to the practicalities or legal requirements of starting your own business, as there's already plenty of information readily available on that topic, and the requirements can be heavily dependent on where you actually plan to operate. However, the key word here is business, so you should first make sure that you create an actual company or business under which to conduct your pro photography endeavors. As I already mentioned, the legalities of creating a photography business vary tremendously from country to country and can even vary from state to state here in the US, so it's highly advisable to seek legal advice from a business attorney or your local small business advice center. Having created the business entity, you'll also need to acquire the necessary licenses as well as appropriate liability and equipment insurance to keep yourself covered in the unlikely event that someone decides to sue you following a mishap of some kind. You may also need to register with the local tax authorities for the collection and management of things like sales tax. Obviously, it's important to make sure you do your research into how to start a photo business legally in the location that you plan to operate in. So having made the decision to start your photo business, it's time to come back down from the clouds, face reality, and remember that this is no longer a hobby. If you want to make money as a professional photographer, then you must treat this like a real business, which might mean making some changes in attitude, approach, and mindset. For example, it's no longer just about the photography. From now on, you're a marketer and seller of photography. But the main problem faced by people who are starting out is knowing how to assemble the elements needed to be a professional photographer and actually make their photography business work for them instead of the other way around. And I know from my own personal experience that things can sometimes get a little overwhelming, especially in the beginning. It's also not uncommon to hit something called the plateau effect, where you suddenly feel as though you're putting in more and more effort but not really getting any further. To help you overcome these challenges and to put everything in the right perspective, I'd like to outline a very simple but strong foundational approach that anyone can use to build their photo business. This structure can help bring many of the elements needed for a profitable photography studio into sharper focus and provide the pro photographer with a clearer sense of direction. There are basically 6 elements to this approach. When brought together, they form 6 distinct pillars that will support everything you do from the moment you start your photography business, and you can see them in the diagram over there on the left. They are business mindset, business positioning, photography marketing, website marketing and SEO, selling photography, and client relationship management. Now, you can find out a lot more about these in the full series of articles on the Zenilog Photography Marketing blog at the link in the video below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you over on the blog.